Thank you. Frame 24, Mark Selby to break.
Mark Selby breaking off in frame 24, hoping it's the last break off in this match. If it is, he's 113.11. I think the way the match has gone, I think 12-12 would be fair to both players.
What has Ronnie got left in the locker? Well, after a shot like that, plenty.
Well, we often say in commentary, you get what you deserve off a good shot. If he scores heavily from here, he's got what he deserved, because that was as good a shot as we've seen in this match so far. And with the utmost pressure on the shot, it could have been his last one.
Yes, and I think playing this red, he's just having a look to see where he has to lose the cue ball to get position on the black. He always has eyes for getting that black available into both corners, and he may have a chance here.
5.
What an opening red that was, and he's given himself a chance.
Once he gets rid of one of those reds either side the black, it's a very good chance. At the minute it's just a little bit awkward. This is one of them disappearing. Cannon on the other red. Well, I thought he might play the cannon on the other red, but he feels he can get on it 2 shots time.
Yeah, just cannon the red above the black, or maybe just drop the black in again here. That red to the right of the black is the one he'd like to play on, so as long as he comes straight on the black off this red, and he can get that red out of the way, and it makes the black available, and he's inch perfect this time.
That for me was a little bit risky then, because it didn't have the perfect angle on the black to do that. This is tricky.
29.
Potted it, but he didn't inject enough pace in the cue ball. This is a thin cut if he's going to take it on, and a dangerous one.
I was going to say, he was a little bit unlucky not to get the white back at the business end of the table, but he still left himself a shot, and he could possibly develop into a shot to nothing. Right into the heart of the pocket. This is another big shot though. This was another big shot. The white's running loose.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 36.
And this is a chance for Mark Selby.
Well, it seems to me there that Ronnie had just made his mind up that he was going to try and pot his way back into this match. It was a great opening red, but he was a long, long way away with that one. And 36 points lead isn't a big one, the way Mark Selby performed in the last frame.
1.
Not finished great.
6.
I don't think the red closest to the cue ball will go to the left middle. If it doesn't, then he's a tough shot in front of him.
That was a very tough one to take on. He needs a bit of good luck here.
Mark Selby, 6.
And at first glance he may have got it. He's pushed that red safe. Ronnie O'Sullivan's lead of 30, where the balls are, is pretty good. 2 red safe.
Well, it's always tricky. It's an acute angle and playing it slow drag across the nap. And not only has he missed it, he's left it.
One.
Well, not perfect. I think he was playing for the yellow. They still play it, but it's a lot thinner than he wanted.
I'm not sure which is the easiest spot, the yellow or the blue. I think the fact that the yellow's off its spot and the green's off its spot, the blue's probably easier. I don't think there's as much pressure on the blue that there is on the yellow. The yellow's the one to get easily on the red to the right of the black. I mean, it's perfect, but it's a twitchy one, whereas the blue, I don't think you can twitch on the blue. I always fancied him to knock that one in. I wasn't sure about the yellow. And this could have turned out perfect, or could it? He's not covered those up, surely.
6.
He has, you know.
Yes, and there you see it. And it was a heck of a cannon, and just looking for that gap there. I'm wondering whether he can just bend the cue ball with a bit of left hand side and maybe get to that red. Maybe not. It foreshortens it a little bit when we look from behind the pocket.
I can only imagine that Mark Selby, as his girlfriend looks on, a bit of tension out there. This time not with an earpiece, usually Vicky wears an earpiece normally. A lot of right hand side on this safety shot, and he's got to be careful the red doesn't career into the green or brown. Yes, he's played that well.
Mark Selby, 6.
That's a very good safety.
Wonderful safety shot from Ronnie. That really was a cracker. I think Mark appreciated that as well, but we're not getting a lot of taps on the table from either player, are we really?
No, the tension now is absolutely unbelievable here. The one just to the left of the pink, he can play the pot, but he's got to avoid the kiss on those 2 reds on the way back if he takes this on. And he's stunning down, Nick. This has made it very dangerous. He's trying to swing it around 2 cushions. This is dangerous. That was so dangerous, digging down like that. Surprised he didn't play just the shot to nothing, John.
Well, because he was digging down with a tracer side, he's hit it much too thick. And this is on to the left middle, although slightly hampered by the green. But it's there.
1.
Now what's he like on a colour? Well, he's close to the blue, but he doesn't have to do a lot with the cue ball, as there's a red available to the left corner. This is the big shot to this frame for me. If he knocks this in and gets on the black, he wins the frame. And he's missed it by a yard.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
Well, that was another sign of tension. We'd very rarely see it in O'Sullivan, but it just shows you all the top players, no matter how good you are, when it comes to the winning line, sometimes the pressure gets too much. will he get another chance? Where the balls are, you'd expect he might.
1.
Well, Ronnie, you had your chance, and that was an awkward red. You were overstretching. Played it a little bit too quick for me. Overstretching. The green made it awkward and just got down and played it. I know he's got a great natural eye for a pot, but wasn't the time to rush anything. And the question is, will he get back to the table?
He's probably just about favourite to get back to the table,
7.
but the key thing is that Mark might be 10 points in front at the time if he gets back, because those 2 reds he's going to have to pot to win the frame and match. Not easy to get on. The one on the pink spot is the one he'd like to leave last, and then he can play to pot that and move the red that's nearest the left-hand middle into play. So he'd already try and leave that one till last. Well, you know, as far as the kissing one of the 2 reds out is concerned.
15.
Just see how he goes about this under the utmost of pressure.
$16.
Well, if he's got an angle to move the red off the cushion now, he will do, but I don't think he has. Queuing low, and he definitely hasn't got that angle. This is the one I thought he might leave half ball to try and move that red off the cushion. A lot of work to do now.
$24.
Played the cannon on the red near the side, and boy, it couldn't have worked out much better.
51.
And that black has put him 1 point in front.
Well, he'd love to get on the blue or yellow from this red. Whether he'll risk going in and out of ball or not, I'm not sure. Didn't want to risk it, so he's just played
42.
for the brown or pink. Well, brown, pink and green as he looks on here are all difficult to get onto that last red. The green's the easier shot to get onto it, but nothing's easy at this stage. Little surprised he played for one of the 3 colours there. If he took the risk there to get onto blue or yellow, it would have been a lot easier, but this is a big shot. Is he going to miss the kiss on the green if he hits it pacey? He has done, and he's played this really well. This is
48.
very tricky.
Good pot.
49.
And he's got a nice angle on the blue. Now, I don't think if he could drop behind this red, I think he would fancy playing it, because it's pretty tight to the cushion, but I don't think he can drop behind it. He's going to have to come off the top cushion. He can't play the cannon because I think the yellow's in the way.
Yeah, we may get a quick chance to show on Hawkeye. The angle has gone on the blue there, and that's what you were saying, John, wasn't it? The yellow's just in the way, isn't it?
But he has looked at the possibility of coming off the top cushion and not playing the cannon, but trying to drop behind the red. What's the pace like? Well, as I say,
44.
the only thing about this red, it looks as though it's tight against the cushion. And if it is, and it is, but would you want to risk the pot?
Well, he's looking at it, John, but I think he's got himself back into this frame. Why would you risk going out of the frame with 1 shot? If it goes in, he wins the match, but it's not 50-50, is it?
Well, you know as well as I do, Willie, it sometimes depends how you feel. 14 points the lead. And every right to refuse it and play the safety.
Yeah, I suppose if he did play the pot, he could try and cover it, but he's playing the safety, he's hitting it full. Trying to get a good cue ball, that's the key here. Get the object ball safe as well. Doesn't want any kisses, and he's played it perfectly.
Mark Selby,
He's played it
44.
perfectly. That's a very, very good shot. Ronnie can just get through the yellow and brown to hit the red off the top cushion. And he's just about favourite to get this safe because he can hit it full wall.
But as usual, can he get the red safe? Can he get the red safe? Well, there may be a possibility of a double on.
Thank
And
you.
that green going safe. Mark Selby having a look at the scoreboard because he needs the green as well. That green going safe has made it a completely different frame.
Yes, red in between brown and blue, white in behind the black, you would think would be the best choice, unless he wants to play it really thin and do the same thing. Yeah, really thin and trying to get the white in behind the black. He certainly knows his way around the snooker table, young Selby. Ronnie doesn't really want to bring the green into play here because if he sticks the red it could be end of match. That's why he made sure he avoided the green, just so he knows he may have a second chance. This red's on and it will cut. Oh, not a cut, it's come off the cushion a little bit more than I thought it would.
Yes, it's getting very warm out there. He's missed it. Okay, he may have had a little bit of luck getting the snooker, but Ronnie should just be pleased that he missed the red. Can he get it safe? No, he can't. He was a little unlucky. And I suppose Mark was lucky to snooker Ronnie, having missed the red. So it's the same scenario for Mark Selby. He needs red colour, yellow and green for a place in the final. Sorry, the semi-final. I'm looking too far ahead here.
Key thing here is to just make sure you're on any colour, it doesn't matter. I think getting on the blue would be more advantageous than any other colour because it'd be so much easier to get into the yellow. If he plays with the pink, it's not guaranteed to have a good angle to get on the yellow. The key thing here is to give yourself a chance. With the black being slightly out of commission, you may risk taking the green in down the cushion if he gets the red and colour and the yellow. In goes the red. Yellow's no real problem, but yellow to green is massive. Well, the angle's there to do either. You can drop on it, you can try and move it.
3.
The fact that he's took a yellow from the red, of course, means now that Ronnie will be able to tie, wouldn't it? 17, 19, 22. So he needs the brown now.
Five. Thank you.
Got into the cue ball too much. He's not on the green. $19 ahead, 25 remaining. Is he looking at the double? just the safety. Might be trying to get this cue ball behind the black, but I think he can actually do that. He's looking for the pink and
Mark
blues,
Selby, 5.
the snookering balls. I think the blue's the one. Easy hit, but the old problem, can Ronnie get the green safe? Can he get the green safe? It needs to run on. Well, I thought it needed to run on to the top cushion. He's got a good cue ball, and he'll settle for that, will Ronnie?
Yeah, he's got to be very careful here. Might decide to play the up and down safety, putting the green almost back over its own spot into the baulk cushion. The double kiss could be on here on the way back. Just far enough away from the cushion, I think, to miss the double kiss, but it's just slightly on. 19 points. Good safety needed. Oh, has he avoided the double kiss? Yes, he has, quite easily. Ronnie, even though the green pots, he won't be playing the pot here. He could just bring the white in behind the black spot area and hopefully the green in behind the blue and brown, but he's caught it too thick. Needs another colour come to the rescue. Not too bad though.
Well, if he pots the green, he'll go 22 points in front with 22 remaining. So it's worth taking it on, even if he has to leave himself a long brown should the green go in.
I suppose you might as well take this one then now then, John, now he's done that.
Well, it's frame and match ball. 22 ahead, 22 remaining.
Just takes a little bit of pressure off the fact that he knows he's going to get a good white. But this would be a pot. Wow, he hit that great. He knew,
Mark
just took
Selby,
that bit
3.
of pressure off, John, didn't it? The fact that he knew he was going to get a good white there.
Yes, and it also takes a little bit of pressure off him, you know, the fact that he knows that even if Ronnie clears up, he's going to get another chance at the black. He missed the brown, but he's got it very safe. Pressure on Ronnie. Needs to run to the top cushion, and I think it's going to fall short. And Mark Selby now has this brown for frame and match. And another great victory of one of the most talented players that's ever picked up a cue, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Oh, that was purely fabulous. Well, Ronnie O'Sullivan decided to shake hands. Didn't want to risk playing for snookers. I'm a little bit surprised with that. He only needed the one snooker. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 3 times champion of the world, has been beaten by the gesture from Leicester, Mark Selby. What a match. He goes into the semi-final victor.